Raw Rebel Talk here, episode 228. So close to opening. I'm this close. Like, it's almost official. I'm almost gonna have my shop up and running, and then I will definitely let you guys know so you can go buy some merch. Anyways, um, I'm got my EIN number today, and now I'm just waiting on this business address to go through. And I think I'm gonna have to call them again tomorrow to cut somebody out because they need to hurry up with my stuff. Anyway, really excited, really looking forward to opening up shop and getting merch out there. I'm excited. Um, the next steps would probably be I need to make sure that once I get um my address and everything, update all of that on everything, and then get my business bank account, and then of course um, order my first sample. Once my sample comes and I like what it looks like, then I will open up shop, and then you guys will get to have Raw Rebel Talk stuff. Um, I'm excited because honestly, I never thought in a million years that me starting this little vlog or whatever you want to call it would end up me owning my own shop and being Raw Rebel Talk host. But yeah, so that should be coming soon. Um, Anyways, the holidays are right around the corner. So I'm hoping that, things move a little quickly. But I know that because the holidays are here, it's everybody's kind of dragging their feet. And it's okay, I guess, but it's time for, me to open up shop. So and what I've been working on this since October, so I don't understand, but I get it. Some people are, like I said, dragging their feet because of the holidays, and they're taking their time on things because, everybody gets a little bit like laxy daisy around the holidays. So, anyways, um, what did I have to say other than that? Uh, so the holidays, what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving, by the way? I am going to be going to my family's house, obviously, um, and celebrating with my family. Um, I think that I think that's what normal people do on Thanksgiving anyway. I mean, there are some people that don't celebrate Thanksgiving, which I think is, I guess, okay, but in a sense, like, you're just, you're just like not doing much. I mean, you're not doing much, but there are people that won't celebrate Thanksgiving, but will go shopping on Black Friday, which make it make sense. I understand that there's a big genocide for Thanksgiving, and um, that makes sense, but yeah, exactly. It's sitting. Either way, it's like you're doing wrong. So you might as well celebrate Thanksgiving while you're at it. So if you're gonna shop on Black Friday, because most people don't know what Black Friday means, but it's it's like yeah, it's like, just go ahead and celebrate Thanksgiving because you can either think of it as a day of genocide or a day of families getting together and eating. It's not like you're initially celebrating just that you're not celebrating a genocide. Obviously, nobody would celebrate a genocide, but it's like it's like, thank you. um, but yeah, so no, I don't speak French. Sorry. Uh, what else did I have in mind? Um, what else did I have in mind today? I wanted to talk about something. What did I want to talk about? Oh, okay. So, um, I have this crazy notion that, let's take a deep step into my mind. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about this weird thing that I think goes on when um when people sneeze. This is just my theory, okay? This is my theory. And I think it's mostly with children or even babies. Cuz you know how babies sneeze a lot? And this is my theory. You don't have to believe it. I mean, I don't actually believe it, but I like think this happens. This is my theory of what might happen when they sneeze. Um, yeah, that's true. The holidays have just become an excuse to fuel consumption. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. Um, okay, so this is my theory about sneezing. It especially revolves around babies. And then, you know how they say babies have like this sixth sense um, when it comes to like seeing people that are around us or surrounding us that we can't see, and babies can see them, like entities and all of that stuff. Well, I think that when they sneeze, they are counting the number of entities in the surrounding room. Theory. Let's say they sneeze more. They're sneezing. That they're sneezing is like counting the entities. So, like for instance, like you're changing their diaper. The baby counts as one entity, you count as one entity. So, if the baby sneezes more than twice, that means there's a presence inside the room. This is just my theory. I know it's not true, but this is just my theory. It's like weird, but I think that sneezing has a lot to do with, um, like, how um, like they say your heart stops when you sneeze. So I feel like when you sneeze, you have access to the other side. So for like a brief second. So you're counting like the people that are in the room. Like that's the only way you can tell how many entities or souls are in the room. That's just my theory. Um, I think it's like a weird theory, but it kind of makes sense, kind of, in a weird way. And the reason I say it's mostly revolves around babies and stuff is because I don't know. You know how there's those people that can't stop sneezing? Like they can't stop sneezing at all. Like they keep sneezing and sneezing and sneezing. Maybe I think those people have entities constantly follow them, but that could just be my theory. Like I said, it's a theory. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get like weirded out by that because I told you that frequently seen things. I've seen a lot of things that, so even when we sneeze, if it's more than once, there's someone or something. Yeah, exactly. If we sneeze, I feel like as if there's another entity, but like I said, it's just like uh it's like a it's like a theory. It's a theory. I think that we can sense them, or like I said, it's like we have that brief moment of a chew, like when you sneeze, a chew, like they say your heart stops, or that you stop breathing or whatever, like it's a little death or something like that. I don't know. But isn't it fascinating? I don't know why I came up with that theory, but I just did. And it's like, they say like it's a little death and like your heart stops. So I feel like as if you crossing over briefly to the other side to see entities that are surrounding that side. And your only sign of saying, or your only like message to yourself is a sneeze, like to let you know that there's entities in there. I know it's weird, but it's a weird theory. I don't know why I think like that. I don't know. You don't have to believe in it. Like I said, I hardly believe in it myself. It's just something that I like thought one day. I'm like, what if that's what sneezes really are like little briefs of like little tell signs of like letting you know that there's other beings in the room with you, or or somebody's letting you know there's beings in the room with us. And I've convinced you. So yeah, just when you sneeze, so when everybody sneezes, I usually count the sneezes, and I just try to pinpoint exactly how many people are in the room that are in the room. Now, the way the now how you know the theory doesn't make sense is if there's more than 4 or 5 people in the room and the person doesn't sneeze 4 or 5 times, then how could that be true? Because there's 4 or 5 people in the room. There's got to be at least 5 entities. So I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Unless there's fake people, unless those people are soulless. But I don't know. You know how they say some people don't have a soul or they're not living? So if I think that, I don't know, every time that my babies sneeze, they always sneeze enough for the amount of people that are in the room or more. And that's where I got the theory from. And I'm like, okay, what if this is true and this is what they're trying to tell me? It's like, and then, it's weird because they'll stare in a certain part of the room, or they'll keep looking in a certain part of the room. And my daughter has even like stared off and then started laughing at something. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? And it's like weird, but in a way, it's interesting. I know it's not a true theory because there's plenty of times people have sneezed in a room full of people and they've sneezed only a certain amount, like maybe like twice or once. So it doesn't make sense, obviously. But it's a funny way of looking at sneezes, you know? And I hope I don't scare anybody with that theory. I'm just giving you a piece of my mind. Of how my mind thinks. It's weird. Like the way I just operate sometimes. But like I said, it happens mostly with children. So children make you like children and babies because they're closer to the other side. Because as you know, kids have imaginations. Like they have imaginary friends. They have they have all types of things. They're more connected to the other side than we are. Um, and the funny thing that I love about children, where we're scared of entities. Like if we see something that's not what we're supposed to see, like if I see a person standing in the corner and I know they're not real, like a real person, I'm going to get freaked out and I'm going to call my psychiatrist and be like, hey, I think we need to up my medication. Well, kids on the other hand could see all types of people as far as we know, and they'll be totally unscared or unfazed. They'll laugh or they'll have a good time. And I think it's the most interesting thing in the world. Yeah, exactly. They know something. They're connected they're connected to something that is much more much more unworldly. And it's like when did we lose that that other sense? Like when did we lose it? And if they can access the other side right now, right? When do we lose if we're all babies? Let's say we're all at one point when we were little could see multiple entities around us, right? As babies. And entities and things that aren't there that to the adult eye, right? Like imaginary creatures or whatever. When do we lose that sense? Like when do we lose that sixth sense? It's very interesting to kind of like think about like how we go from having that world to all of a sudden it being shut out. Because like I said, it's like my daughter was looking at something like into space and then she just started laughing. And it's like, why are you laughing? What is making you laugh? Because I would like to know, I would like to know what it is that made you laugh. If it's something that's funny, maybe I mean, hopefully it's something funny. Hopefully it's not like it. you know, and she'll be going to the the whatever, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. I'm not watching that show Welcome to Derry. I'm not watching that show, so I don't remember what it's called. But hopefully it's not something like that. Hopefully it's, um, something playful and something wholesome that's making her laugh. You know? That's what I like to think of. Like maybe it's somebody that we used to know, somebody that we know that passed away. So wait, so you said in nature and all its forms, but when we grow older, we lose that as we gain full consciousness. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. Like, it's a interesting, it's an interesting like concept, like to think that that kind of way and have that kind of imagination and be that close to the world or otherworldly things, and then to lose it because because we gain too much knowledge. Maybe that's the idea, is like the less you know, the more you know about, the more you become aware of the other world. It's like, because we stick all the worldly stuff down their throats, that they have to choose a side, you know? Ooh, this is kind of a good theory. So they have to choose a side, and they can either stay on that side, or they can, and maybe that's where, you know, SIDS comes from. SIDS. If you don't know what that means, that's sudden infant death syndrome. And it's unexplainable. It's totally unexplainable, right? But what if that's the explanation to it? Is that the children are deciding whether or not they want to pick this realm or the other realm, the other realm that they can have access to, the other realm that they have knowledge of. It's a it's a that's a deep concept. That's really deep. Like, if we were all babies at one point, where we had the split down the middle, where we could see one realm and the other realm, right? And we decided we don't want to learn in this realm. So we got snatched into the other realm. Our soul left this earth to go to the other realm. Now, maybe as we learn in maybe as we learn more and more in this realm, if we decide to stay here, we lose that access to the other realm. Hi, Michael. It's a really, really deep thought. I'm liking where this is going. This is pretty cool. So, so as we learn more and more in this realm, we lose sight of the other realm, and we're fully fully in one realm compared to the other. So maybe maybe that's why some babies don't make it and other babies do, because it's like, I don't know. That's an interesting theory. That's interesting. I don't know. I guess I have to sit and ponder more about this, but I think that, I mean, and then what if there are truly gifted, like the gifted children who stay with one eye open in each realm? I like to think of myself as that person that likes to stay open in each realm. Can't see the entities, but I feel like I can feel them, and I feel like I can understand what they're here for. And a lot of the times I do bring myself to like like this upper consciousness where I could totally like it's mostly when I'm sleeping. Like when I'm sleeping, I'll have a dream that'll be so out of the ordinary, and it's like I don't know. I can't explain it. All I know is um that I know I'm very gifted and that I think in a way that is absolutely out of this world sometimes. And it's interesting. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep thinking about that concept, and then I'll probably talk about it some more another time. But I'm going to go tonight because I've been on already for almost 30 minutes. So I love you guys. Spread love. Think for yourself. Live free. Bye, guys.